This segment's on the essential Quaker practice of spiritual companions. So spiritual companions were the second major structure of the Religious Society of Friends, none better known than the Valiant 60. They often lived together, worked together, traveled together, spoke together in pairs. So when we have chosen to be spirit inwardly guided, there are two primary tests of being able to distinguish when we are grounded in the spirit and following inspiration and when we're acting out of our own distresses or distortions or pathologies. And that is stopping and the ability to respond to external feedback. And so we talked about the importance of stopping when we talked about meeting for worship. In the spiritual companions, it's an opportunity to not only stop and pay attention, but also to receive external feedback. And so these two pieces really create the ballast that's necessary in order to stay grounded and stay true on your path if you choose to be inwardly guided by the Spirit. So spiritual companions are usually pairs or small groups, usually like 2 to 4 people, who are mutually committed to experimenting with the Spirit in their lives, both in public and in private life. So it isn't just for us privately, it's also in our public roles outside. And it's not just a public presence, but it's also within our private, within ourselves and within our families and our private lives as well. And so we meet regularly every maybe week or 2 or 3, and we divide the time equally among each person and give each person good attention one at a time in turn. A good companion is a good listener, and a good listener is somebody who stops in your body and your mind, turns your body and your face towards the person. People often say eye contact, but eye contact is very cultural and has a lot of nuance to it. So we say turn towards the speaker, follow them, don't get out ahead of them, follow them, and imagine if what they were saying were true. And stay relaxed and non-anxious in my core self, in the Spirit in me. And remember the Spirit in the other, the person who's there that you're giving attention to. It's like holding somebody in the light, we say, right? That I stay in that Spirit in me and remember the Spirit in them. So whatever work they are doing, they are free in this supported environment where we're holding them in prayer. So this opportunity to work with companions allows us to see this huge variety of the way the experiment in the Spirit appears in different people's lives. And we learn not to hold some up and put others down or put ourselves down. They're the spiritual one, how could I be? But we are all committed to experimenting with the Spirit, and it will look completely different in each of our lives. And as we share this good attention, when it's my turn to receive attention, I have to ask myself, what is it that I need, right? And when I ask myself what it is that I need, maybe I need to be silent and settle in, have some contemplation, have some prayer time. Just maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to listen inwardly and take some time to do that. Maybe I need to describe my experience of the Spirit. In the good times, the glorious times, the celebration, that incredible gift of life. Or maybe I need to talk about how I experience the Spirit in the hard times, the times where I'm failing, where I'm falling short, where I become the perpetrator, where things are not working out. It's a time for me to share that and talk that through in a loving environment. Maybe I need to just have some emotion and just discharge emotion. And this is a good place to do that, to let it out, to sob, to feel, to allow myself to cry if that's what I need, or like shake and like get rid of some of the fear, just let it move out of the body, or cry out or stomp or pace, or just let the despair, the anger, the frustration go. Maybe I need to yawn. I just spend some time letting my body heal. But don't do it as a way of reliving it or perseverating it, but as a way of releasing it out of the body and letting it flow out of the body. And if we can allow that emotional expression and discharge, which is so natural, to move through and out of the body, then often our mind clears. And so maybe I need to take some time with a clear mind and think about the directions, the insight, the revelation that's given to me, the things that I'm experimenting with. And so maybe I also share the way I'm experimenting with the Spirit in my life. And if I do that, I get to ask the group if I want them to reflect back what I've said. And that means that you repeat as close to my words as possible what you got as the main idea or the main thing that stood out to you, to me, and I hear it. And sometimes that changes things a lot, and that's all I want. But sometimes it just like, yes, that's it. And then I can ask for feedback. And if I ask for feedback, there's only one question that the companions consider. Do I feel the life and the power of the Spirit in it? Not whether you like it, not whether you agree with it, not whether you understand it, but do you feel the Spirit in it? And if you say yes, then I record it in my journal. I record that feedback in my journal. And if you say no, I record that also. And I take some more time with it. It's not judgment on the other people's part. It's information. It's not whether or not the life of the Spirit is in it. It's whether others can feel that also. And that's just a different piece of information for me in my experiment with the Spirit. And after you've given feedback to me, sometimes I might bring forward something and other people say, me too, me too, me too. And if it's all of us, then it's not just recorded for me, right? It's recorded for us. And if so, then we take it to our community and we share it with the community and ask for feedback from the community and see if it's just us or if it's everyone in the community. But when it is our time, it is our time. And there is no judgment. We can do anything with that time that really helps us to move more deeply into this experiment with the Spirit in our lives and to move forward. Thank you.